A 6-game road swing starts right now. The Seattle Kraken take on the Montreal Canadiens.
Jaden Schwartz on the receiving end of a beautiful feed from Shane Wright. Newman, his first of the season. The big ring as that puck had eyes. Jared McCann with a turnaround dandy.
The Seattle Kraken, the Ottawa Senators, the first of two.
Shane Wright picks up his first goal of the season. To the slot. Stevenson off the pipe, it's bar down. Chandler Stevenson, the rebound, they score! It's Chandler Stevenson with his second goal tonight.
And welcome here to Scotiabank Arena once again. Marchment with a shot, stopped again, the rebound, they score! Shane Wright in the right place at the right time. Here comes Mahura, he's in, he scores! Hey, hey, what do you say? Josh Mahura, his first goal as the Seattle Kraken wins it in overtime.
Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Kraken Home Ice. The team is currently in the middle of their first road trip of the season. In tonight's episode, we're getting to know new goalie Matt Murray. He tells us about overcoming injuries and coming back to the ice stronger. We talk to head coach Lane Lambert about all the firsts so far. And we're getting a look at the custom masks the goaltenders will be sporting this season. Saturday, the Kraken played in Toronto and showed their support for the Mariners as they entered the arena. Shane Wright scores a goal in his 100th career game to give the Kraken a 1-0 lead. They scored 2 goals in the second period. Vince Dunn and Yanni Newman find the back of the net. It's 3-2 Kraken after 2. The Leafs tie it in the third, and it goes to overtime. That's where Josh Mahura wins it for Seattle. The Kraken take it 4-3 in OT.
Obviously, it feels good to be able to see one go in the back of the net for me, but I'm just proud of the guys with how we worked and the adversity that we kind of kept overcoming throughout the game with whatever was going on. So, it's a great win for us.
Yeah, it's huge. To maybe not come away with 2 points tonight would have been super disheartening because we've, been in that situation, the past couple of games. But, it's the 4th overtime game in a row. So we expect to be in tight hockey games for the most part, and we have to be comfortable playing in those games. And it was nice to see our guys get rewarded for what they've done.
On Thursday, the Kraken were in Ottawa taking on the Senators. It was Philip Grubauer's first start and goal this season. Seattle down 2-1 in the second. It becomes the Chandler Stevenson show. He fires one off the crossbar, and it deflects off the goalie's skate and in. In the third, Stevenson scores on the rebound on a power play. Kraken up 3-2, but the Senators score in the closing minutes to force overtime, and this game ends in a shootout. The Kraken lose 4-3. Tuesday, Montreal kicked off the road trip. The two teams combined for 9 goals in this one. Shane Wright to Jaden Schwartz for a power play goal that tied the game at 1. Third period, Kraken down 3-2. Jamie Oleksiak shoots through a crowd and scores to lock it up at 3-3. Then, just 3 minutes later, the Kraken take the lead. Jared McCann comes up clutch for the second game in a row. McCann turns and snaps it home to make it 4-3 Seattle. Stays that way till the final minutes, when Ivan Demidov waits on the backhander and whips it past Joey Decord to tie the game at 4. They go to overtime. Minute and a half left. Cole Caulfield shoots the puck over the shoulder of Decord and in for the game winner. 5-4 Montreal. The Kraken's crease just got a little more crowded and a lot more competitive. Seattle added goaltender Matt Murray in the offseason. Brianna Vasquez talked to Murray about overcoming injuries and finding his place in Seattle.
In front, Murray says no, a dandy on Elias Pettersson. Outstanding save by the veteran.
It's a comeback months in the making. Matt Murray was sidelined for nearly 21 months. He suffered a bilateral hip injury that required surgery in October 2023, causing him to miss the entire 23-24 season.
Yeah, it was a very long process, so pretty intense surgery.
But since the surgery and recovery process, Murray feels like himself again.
I haven't felt that good in terms of my hips in a long time, so I'm very, very happy about that.
It was a process that taught him a lot.
come back after that in terms of your game and getting it back up to the level that it was before. So very long process, all said and done, but thankful for the team of people around me and the surgeon and everybody that went into the rehab, because I feel great now and couldn't be more thankful.
Murray hasn't been in the net for a regular season game for Seattle yet, but familiarity in a new setting has helped him quickly adjust. Kraken head coach Lane Lambert was an associate coach when Murray was at his most recent stop with the Maple Leafs.
Got to work with him a lot and see him around a lot, so that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to come here. Is I know what kind of a man and what kind of a coach Lane is, and he's great. I'm a huge fan of his, and we're lucky to have him here.
Murray comes to Seattle with veteran experience. He was in the net for the Penguins' 2 Stanley Cup wins in 2016 and 17, making Murray the first goaltender to win back-to-back titles in his first 2 seasons in the NHL, an experience he wants to bring to Seattle.
And when you're able to do it with a group of guys that you love and respect and admire, and that's what you strive for every season. So I'm still as motivated as ever to get back to that mountaintop.
Ahead on Kraken Home Ice, we get a look into a day in the life of goalie Joey Daccord when he's back in his hometown. And this week's shootout is all about style. Find out who's the best and worst dressed on the squad. Once the season starts, players want to be in the best shape possible. The offseason is where they ramp up to that point. During the summer, Piper Shaw traveled to New England to spend the day with Joey Daccord.
Off-season Joey he's on season, but only for a few hours a day. Honestly, I try to, in the summer, try to find as much of a balance as I possibly can for as long as I can. We're here at Merrimack College, which is where I skate in the summer, and it's also where my dad played college hockey.
You started to come up on that right off that shot.
I just started doing the goalie stuff right away. He did my first block of goalie lessons when I was 5 years old.
That last one, what happened? Because it looked like you were over it, even though it missed.
I don't know if he told you this, but I think it was about 2 to 3 hours after he got drafted, we got to the rink and got on the ice and got working.
It's more that explosion from just the recovery and then set. You know what I'm saying? Some others were good. Butt was up, chest was up. You look big.
I mean, I'm 29 tomorrow, he's 61 today, and I just think it's the coolest thing in the world that he's been my goalie coach, you know, on the ice for over 23 years now, and we still get to do it in the summers. My dad was born and raised in Montreal, and met my mom, who was born and raised Swiss. They got married and then they moved to America. So I'm first generation American. Ultimately, to get to play for Team USA at Worlds was a dream come true. I grew up always wanted to represent my country. You know, we locked in when it came to hockey and were able to bring home a gold medal, which is just the icing on the cake for sure.
Nice clean set to end it. Feel good? Okay. Good job. Good job, Andy. This rink has 14 creases, and it's only for goalies.
Basically, in a week, we have 200 to 250 goalies that train here, which is crazy.
Typical day for me, workout, skate, and go home and ride the bike after. Tuesday and Thursday is physical therapy, body restoration type of day, and then I usually play tennis in the afternoon. I play tennis once or twice a week.
Should have played me someone harder last time.
First off, it's so much fun. Second off, it's such a good training tool for a goalie. Like, it's footwork, change of direction, hand-eye coordination, processing speeds. I've really enjoyed getting to play some more tennis.
That looks good. You can see why this is good hockey training. Beautiful. I was trying to pass you on that second volley and you made short work of it. This is my favorite way to train for hockey. So I should be able to skate by your theory.
Thanks, Mike. You got it. Oh, my pleasure. That was a blast. Appreciate it.
What does home mean to you?
Happiness. This is our happy place.
This is my real name. My real name's Joel, so been on the door for pretty much ever. So yeah, welcome to my room. Like soccer award, some hockey stuff, tennis, This was my first ever painted mask when I played for the New England Moose. This was my first NHL win. Someone made me a custom Joey Decord F1 car. So that's the crib.
His passion he's a very passionate person, full of life. Yeah, full of life. He was always smiling, energetic, incredible. Who would have thought that Joey, going to North Andover High School, would end up with Seattle Kraken?
Happy birthday, dear Dad.
But it's that family connection, the belief and the togetherness. I think that was really important to all of us.
29th birthday tomorrow, yep. Obviously the larger goal for our team is to improve upon last year and doing everything the right way, everything's dialed in so that I give myself the best chance to be successful when it comes to on the ice. So excited for the season.
There's a new rule in the NHL this season, a relaxed dress code. Before the change, players were required to wear a game day suit and tie to the arena and while traveling. Now they have some flexibility. In this week's shootout, we asked the players who has the best and the worst fashion sense on the team.
Worst would be Ebbs, and best would be, I'd say, Larson.
Cartier is the worst. Donner probably is the best.
The best, I would say Tolovi, and the worst, I don't know, I just don't want to say anyone.
Worst, Ty Cartier, and best, Ellie Tolvanen.
Worst fashion, I'm gonna have to go Carts, unfortunately. Best, I'll probably go with Dunner.
I'm probably up there with worst. Best, Vince Dunn's got good stuff.
Probably Carts. Worst. Best, maybe Tolvi.
Carts. Worst. Best, Dunner probably.
Worst, Josh Mahura. Best, Jaden Schwartz.
The best fashion, I'd say like the Europeans always got pretty good fashion. I would say like Gruby maybe Ebbs. He just kind of wears whatever, but we're all probably around average.
Riker, always poorly dressed, and best fashion sense. I would say Larson. He wears some nice suits sometimes, but I guess we don't have to wear suits this year, so we'll see, I guess.
Next on Kraken Home Ice, a chat with head coach Lane Lambert about starting the season with a long road trip. And we get a look at the new masks all three goalies will be sporting this season.
We wanted to go pretty bold with it, so big S logos, and then all this color of blue all glows in the dark.
A piece of Seattle's inaugural NHL season now lives in one of the sport's most iconic institutions, the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. On display, an original Kraken jersey from that very first season. The jersey lives among other memorabilia like hockey masks from throughout the years. 90 masks are on display in an exhibit appropriately called The Mask, a tribute to puck stoppers past and present. There are 3 goalies on the Kraken roster this season, which means multiple goalie helmets. We talked to Joey Decord, Philip Grubauer, and Matt Murray about the meaning behind their masks.
It's honestly one of the coolest parts of playing goalie.
Goaltenders have a unique freedom on the ice. While they're saving pucks, they're doing it in style, a style their very own. Goalies can customize their own gear, which makes for a series of menacing masks. Joey Decord works with his artist, Shifty, back in Arizona to create his Kraken masterpieces.
I mean, I told him for this one I wanted big S's that glowed in the dark. For this one, I said I wanted similar to last year, and I wanted some mountains and stuff on it, and I wanted the big, Kraken on the side. So, the rest he kind of comes up with on his own, and he does an incredible job. So I let him let me cook a little bit.
When defending the net at home, Joey is armed with a mask that gives nods to his favorite things.
I always got Bowie on my home mask because he's my guy. Kraken here, big S logo. Number 35. Here's Sparky the Sun Devil. And then wanted to get some of the Seattle kind of Pacific Northwest stuff. So we got Mountains, Space Needle.
And when he's in enemy territory, he always carries part of the PNW with him.
A lot more white and a lot more of like the ice blue colors. 35 on the chin, Again, we got like some trees, Kraken S, Sparky's right here, Kraken written on the top, and then some mountains kind of hidden in the back. And then wanted to throw the Anchor logo on, so we got the Anchor logo.
Each player's masks tell a different story. Philip Grubauer works with Dave Art back in Sweden to craft a mask that has all the things that make Gruby the goalie he is.
Love fishing, so I put fly fishing up there, the city in the background. I always have my horse in a couple small details. There's actually me roping a cow.
His second helmet is designed by a local artist, Preston Singletary.
I love the Indigenous because there's so much like history and artwork that goes into it, and it represents the coast Salish. So I love this one. I think this one is really cool.
Both Joey and Gruby also have a new helmet to go with their new all-black threads.
We wanted to go pretty bold with it, so big S logos, big eyes, Kraken eyes, 35 on the front. We got some a black cage with like some splatter marks on it. All this color of blue all glows in the dark.
I think this one is really cool because it's got a couple small details, the bubble. Then in the background you see a couple Kraken logos. The theme was a little mean looking.
The newest netminder comes to Seattle with his own style as well.
But I've always kind of done the same thing, tried to stay consistent, and I just like the simple look.
Matt Murray works with Steph Bergeron out of Montreal, the same mask designer he's been with for a number of years. The two of them had fun with his gear this season.
I usually keep it pretty simple. I just do kind of one logo on each side, keep it symmetrical, and then I like to do the stripe down the middle.
And for the all-black uniform, his helmet will glow right along with his jersey.
Very, very simple here. This will really pop in the black light. Same thing with the logos. It's all glow-in-the-dark paint, so it should look really cool with those jerseys. Also went with the chrome cage, which is a little different.
Head coach Lane Lambert has put an emphasis on depth this season and the importance of all four lines making contributions. We talked to the coach to see if he's happy with what he's seen so far.
I think for the most part we've had contributions in different areas from all four lines. I do think that we can get more, and there's still more to come, and so that part excites me. I don't know that all four lines are firing on all cylinders, but certainly we are getting some contributions from every line.
Schwartz to the slot. Stevenson off the pipe. It's bar down. Chandler Stevenson.
Hey Lane, let me take you back to game one of this road trip in Montreal. You guys rallied 3 different times to take the lead, eventually took the lead in that game. That had to be gratifying as a head coach to see that kind of fight from your players.
Yeah, I thought we showed a lot of character, to continue to come back, and then when we got the lead, the disappointment, it was great to get a point, but when you've got a lead with under 6 minutes left in a hockey game, and you're not always going to close that game out, but certainly not closing it out was a disappointment for sure. I thought we made a few mistakes in that hockey game that we can't make in order to win hockey games on a consistent basis. So gratifying for us to come back, showed a lot of character, there's no question about it. We have to close it out.
Hey, with the length of this 6-game road trip, is there anything you can do as a team to keep your players fresh and sharp, considering it's a 10-day trip, it's a long trip?
There's all different kinds of formulas, Paul, that actually go into it. Whether you stay after a game in the city that you just played in to get that rest, how far is the next trip, how far is the next city? And then from a coaching standpoint, we use our medical and our strength staff to monitor, what our fatigue level is, whether or not we're practicing, how badly do we need to practice, what does practicing do, does it outweigh, a potential fatigue. So there's all different kinds of things that go into this 6-game road trip for sure. And, we just have to manage it and make sure that we're well rested to start, because you have a hard time winning games in this league if you're fatigued.
Are there any advantages to having your first road trip of the season be one of the longest?
I don't like a long road trip like this, period. This one's a long one, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So I think if there's anything
This early in the season, it's a good thing. We just spent, probably a month back home going through training camp, and it's nice to get on the road now and just have the group together.
How about you personally, when you get on a trip like this, do you take extra time for yourself or any time to go for a walk, kind of clear your head?
It's the night before the games when you just got to really kind of relax and take it easy. Let your mind go free and then ramp it up for the next day. So that's kind of what my routine is.
Well, you still got a lot of work to do, Coach. We appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the trip. The Kraken just added a bold new twist to their home ice entrance. Next on Kraken Home Ice, see the new symbol players now skate through that's firing up the crowd before every game. This season, the Kraken have added a brand new twist to their home ice entrance. Before the puck drops, players now skate through a striking new Kraken logo. It's bold, dramatic, and quickly becoming a fan favorite.
Your Seattle Kraken!
In the team's 5th season, the creatives behind the fan experience decided to switch things up and challenge themselves by building a brand new 16-foot high, 24-foot wide, 1,700-pound S-shaped entry piece.
I remember the first time I walked in the building and it was down, just the sheer size of it. My mouth just kind of dropped. And I was one of the ones who created it, and I still kind of had that wow moment. But honestly, it really hit me.
This new showpiece is what players will pass through as they head onto the ice. It'll be lowered next to the bench pregame and then lifted back up to the rafters once the game begins. Something that took some time to figure out.
Lots and lots of drawings and engineers and people way smarter than you would believe in making this come to life.
The rumblings of a new idea started way before the first home game.
We actually started this process in the middle of last season. And we're building this and creating this while we were still playing hockey last year. And so it's been a long project.
The new addition to the pregame has only been experienced at the second home game, but fans are already loving it.
So far, the early feedback from fans has been extremely positive, and so that's really cool to see.
It was a labor of love, and the team behind it is very happy with the new home game staple.
It's a way that just helps us develop our brand, develop our story, and kind of gives fans another wow moment at our games.
While the Kraken are on the road, there's still plenty going on at Climate Pledge Arena. On Tuesday, Maroon 5 brings the Love is Like tour to Seattle. On Wednesday, Lorde is performing. And then the Kraken are back in town next Saturday facing the Edmonton Oilers. Before they get to that game, the Kraken have to close out their road trip with games against the Flyers and the Capitals. And that'll do it for this episode of Kraken Home Ice. You can catch us every Saturday night at 10:30 on Kong and 11:35 Sunday night on King 5. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.